Hi there. In today's lesson we're going to be doing a little bit of reading again. So today our objective is to read and understand a non-chronological report, which is what we did in last week's lesson as well. And we're going to be looking at a different non-chronological report, this time about foxes. To be successful in today's lesson we're going to see if we can use phonics to read words effectively. We're going to see if we can use other reading strategies to help us read. We're going to see if we can find evidence from the text to support our answers. And we're going to see if we can give our opinion on the text and explain why we think this. So here is one text which is about foxes, and it's about their habitats. Habitats is where foxes live. So let's read this together and then see if we can answer some questions. Red foxes live around the world in many diverse habitats, including forests, grasslands, mountains and deserts. They also adapt well to human environments such as farms, suburban areas and even large communities. The red fox's resourcefulness has earned it a legendary reputation for intelligence and cunning, so very, very smart creatures. Let's look at the first question together. How do you know that foxes can live in all sorts of different places? What does it say in the text that can back that up as evidence? I could back it up with this. It says many diverse habitats. That means lots of different kinds of habitats that they live in. So that could be something. Or you could give us some examples of where they live. For example, forests, grasslands, mountains, deserts, and even farms, suburban areas and large communities. There's lots of different places they could live. So they could live in urban habitats or rural habitats as well. Let's look at the next bit. The next one says, which word shows that foxes are quite sneaky? Ooh, so we're looking for an adjective, a word that describes the fox's behaviour. I think it comes in the second part, because the top part's about where they live. So the second part... Oh, I've got it. Have you found it? It's this word here. Cunning. Cunning means they're quite sneaky, that they can get away with things. They're very intelligent, they can use their brains to help them get away with things. So cunning would be that word there. Let's look at one more text together. This time, it's about their behaviour and communication. Red foxes are solitary hunters who feed on rodents, rabbits, birds and other small animals. But their diet can be as flexible as their home habitat. Foxes will eat fruits and vegetables, fish, frogs and even worms. If living among humans, foxes will dine on garbage and pet food. Like a cat, the fox's thick tail aids its balance, but it has other uses as well. The fox uses its tail, or brush, as a warm cover in cold weather and as a signal flag to communicate with other foxes. I didn't know they could do that. My first question says, which adjective shows that foxes don't mind what they eat? That they're not fussy about what they eat. I think that's going to go in the top part, isn't it, this bit here? That was more about what they eat. I think I found it. Have you found it? Foxes don't mind what they eat because their diet can be flexible. Flexible means it can go one way or it can go the other way, so they don't mind what they eat. They can eat all sorts of things. They can eat the fruits and vegetables or they can eat the meat. Let's look at the last question. What is another name for the fox's tail? Okay, I found the word tail. It's in the second half. Oh, I've got it. Have you found it? It says, like a cat, the fox's thick tail aids its balance, but it has other uses as well. Does that answer the question? Not yet. Let's keep reading. A fox uses its tail or brush as a warm cover in cold weather. Has that answered it? It has, hasn't it? It's a tail or brush. You might have heard of a famous fox called Basil Brush. Basil Brush is a character, and obviously it's named after his big bushy tail. So today, what you need to do is you need to go back to DB Primary and you need to download the text and the questions about red foxes from DB Primary. I'd like to find the answers in the text and answer them. When you finish that, come back here and we'll have a go at our open assessment. So today, our objective was to understand a non-chronological report. I shortened that to NCR to make it a little bit shorter to write. Today, our next steps could be to use a range of strategies to help us read, to develop our skimming and scanning strategies to help us find words quickly, to find evidence from a text to support our answer, and to give our opinion about a text and explain our reasoning behind that.